Hello, 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 hello. Test, test. All right, all right, all right. Oh, let's see here. Bring in the chat. Bear with me, guys. I'm just checking, making sure everything is working. Where the hell is everybody? Sharon's in here. Where's everybody at? Da, 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 da. Okay, Sharon says I'm good. Where is everybody, dude? I mean, I know it's Taco Tuesday, but Jesus. Man, oh man. Eric, what's up, dude? Eric's watching. Is Facebook working? Facebook's working. Instagram has not started yet. YouTube's working. Dave Dillinger, what's up, buddy? Everybody can hear me, right? Like, is this like really good? Hello. Someone tell me that everything's running good, because everything on my end's working. So, do tell. Anybody? Going once, going twice. Good. Okay. Good. All right. Damn, I started sweating there for a minute. I'm like, oh shit. I got my guest all like, is this show actually gonna start? All right. So if everything's working, okay. Got it. 10-4, good. Okay. Damn. Y'all see these beads? I'm like starting to sweat. And I'm like, oh shit. All right, cool. Let's start the show. Let's start it, right? Well, the pre-show to the show, right? Yeah, the pre-show. Hey guys, come on, man. Every week is the same thing right here. Performance Custom Coatings. Get the fresh edge. Get some custom red dots right here. The Ryan Real. The real Ryan Real. Performance Custom Coatings. Go hit them up. Damn. Talk about like the best right there. Right here. Okay. Go check it out. Don't forget, guys, right here. Tint'er brand. I'm just saying, 9 countries, can't go wrong. About to be 10, but I'm not going to say anything yet. It's going to be 10 countries here before too long. Just saying, I'm working on it. Anyways, there you go. Okay. Do people even sweat in Colorado? Yes, Eric, we do. Tim Pro, what's up, bud? Tim Johnson, what's up? And then don't forget, guys, the one and only TintWiz. Go check it out. Tintwiz.com. Download your free 30-day trial. No credit card needed. The number one, the best, absolute, hands down, number one CRM in our industry. Streamline your whole shop, your whole company. Oh my God. You cannot go wrong right here. Go check it out. Tintwiz.com. Boom. Boom. Bang. Bang. Oh, the bees have arrived. Oh God, there goes the show. Not just playing. I'm totally joking. If anybody doesn't know the bees, well, one of these days, everybody's going to get the true story about the bees. So, anyways, okay. I'm super excited tonight. My guest tonight, he's been on my list for a long time. He has, and I've been kind of like going through the list, and I finally like messaged him. I was like, "Hey, you ready to be on the show?" And he's like, "Nah, dude, no." And I'm like, "Come on." He's like, "All right, cool. I'll do it." All right, I'll do it. I was like, "Dude, don't be shy. Don't be shy." He's like, "Okay, I'll do it." I'm like, "Cool. All right, cool." So anyways, all right. That's done. I think everything's going. I got to start Instagram because they'll kick me off. So I got to start this. Hold on. And it should be going. Yay. Done deal. Let me make sure this is going. And it is. Oh, I gotta turn that volume off. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's do the show. Y'all ready for the show? Y'all ready for the show? We ready for the show? Yes, yes, yes. No? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's do it. Let's start the show. That's right, guys. It is Tint'er Tuesday live right here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. Damn. I'm so used to saying Twitter, but I can't because they require a premium, and I'm not giving them my fucking money. Fuck it. So if they don't want me to go live anymore, I'll find other people. Anyways, here it is, Tint'er Tuesday live right here, and actually, this is actually streaming on the Tint'er Tuesday Facebook page finally, because they finally said, oh, it's a real thing, and he's passed his probation. So tonight's going to be the last time it's streaming on my personal Facebook, because I want to separate, my life and Tint life. So if you guys have not gone over and got over to the Tint'er Tuesday Facebook page, you better do it, because after tonight, it's no longer on my personal Facebook. It is gone. It is gone. It's all going to be on one. Too bad. So sad. Just saying. Angela, what's up? Sasha, he's contemplating if he really wants to come on or not. He's sitting in the lobby. He's looking at me just like doing this. I don't know. So if he goes, he goes. Where's the hat? Tim Pro, it's I got it, man. It is right here. This hat, Sanes, right there. Bam! This thing's dope. And I totally forgot. Last week I was supposed to make a post on this, and I got too busy, so I'll try to do it this week. But this thing glows in the dark, right? And on top of it, bam, my name right there. Bam, bam. Thing's sick. The thing is sick, but it sits right there. But I'll make a post, I promise. Tim Pro, I promise. I promise. Okay, we got to do the show, okay? Because Lewis is tired, and he's over on the East Coast, and I'm keeping him up past his bedtime, and he's over there yawning, so let's do this. My guest tonight, I love this guy. I've been following him for a very long time. I've been watching his moves. I've been watching, his growth, and I'm super excited to have him on here. But Lewis with the Window Tinters, he is on the show tonight. Yes, sir. Lewis, are you ready? Why? Yes or no? Don't yawn, dude. It's only an hour show. I promise you'll get your beauty sleep. I'm totally joking. All right, guys. My guest, Lewis from the Window Tinters, right here. Let's go.
Hey, welcome. Thank you, Pat. You woke me up from my nap.
Listen, I know it's late, and we were talking about it earlier before the show started, and I'm like, dude, I am so sorry. And you're like, let's just hurry up and get this bitch over with. And I'm like, okay, you got it. I'm just playing.
Exactly.
Anyways, Lewis, thank you so much. And like I said, I know it's late over there, and I appreciate you, taking the time out and joining on the show. So thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. It's awesome to be here.
Absolutely. All right. So the Window Tinters, let's do this. Let's let everybody know who you are, where you're from, all that good kind of stuff, where they can find you, and let's go from there.
Well, there's been a lot of confusion to where I'm from. Some people think it's Idaho, but it's it's originally New York, and out here in Jersey. And that's where I started the Window Tinters like 3.5 years ago now.
Yeah. Who was that? Tim Neely, right? It was Tim.
Yep.
When he was on the show, he's like, yeah, they're from Idaho. And I'm like, the hell if they are. Nope. Every time he places an order, it goes to New Jersey. I'm pretty sure of that. So no, dude, you guys have like ridiculous growth. I know you probably, I'm not going to say you don't see it. I know you see it, but I don't think you see it as much as I see it, because I've been following you for quite a while now, and your guys' content, the growth of your shop, I mean, just it's on a steady rise, dude, and I'm super happy for you. I know you've been kind of through some changes here and there, and I mean, if you want to tell people like, what you've gone through, where you started at to where you're at now, like, what the process has been, what you've been challenging, because you guys are you're going up, dude. You are.
Well, thank you for saying that. I mean, certainly trying my hardest.
No, you're killing it, man. You're killing it. So just tell us like where you started at and what got you where you're at now.
Gotcha. So my first real job that wasn't like busboy at a restaurant was at a tint shop, and that was before I even knew what window tint was, to be quite honest with you. That was just oh look, that place is hiring and I could use some money. So it was like, sweep up, clean the shop, fill the little hand pumps, because this is back in 2010 before all just little kegs are at, so
yep.
So it was, doing that, and I guess I'm a visual learner, because I spent a whole lot of time watching, and then one day the installer happened to not be there, and there was a window that had to get done, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a go. And it got tinted, we'll put it that way. It was definitely darker than when it came in.
It wasn't the best of situation, but it was done.
It's tinted. I don't know if anyone would want to pay for it, but it was tinted, and then from there they started, teaching me, and fast forward, we, that shop, when I first joined it, the owner, the partners separated, and the next owner came in, and I stuck around, and we went from, winter days, we would be lucky to see a car to, fast forward 11 years when I left. I mean, it was rare to not see a car. We were doing 10 cars a day over there, all day, every day. And that was Staten Island, New York. So then when my son was born, so 2021, that's when I was like, all right, it's now or never. I gotta go for it. I gotta try to do my own thing. So I did what most people do. I had a kid, I bought a house, I got married, and then I quit my job.
You did it just like everybody else, just completely ass backwards.
How they say to do it in the book, step by step. So, I got, I feel lucky in a lot of ways, and even that place that I was with for so long, the plans were to always stick with them and hopefully maybe be a partner eventually, whatever. But time goes on. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want it to, but everything works out in the end. And I'm still tight with those guys today. Like, I could call him up right now and be like, hey, I have a question, and vice versa. He calls me sometimes, so
that's good.
I'm a strong believer in friends within the industry. I mean, here I am talking to you right now. Who would have thunk it, So, friends in the industry is huge. And from there, when I first started, it was literally bought a tool belt, bought my squeegees, bought my knife, whatever. Bought a couple boxes of tint from Max Pro because they would sell to anybody at the time.
There you go.
And that was it. I was just out, and I was hungry, practically starving, I guess you could say, and just knew I had to make it work. So I went to dealerships, I introduced myself, I went to friends, I went to whomever. I also had a lot of clients that just, from over the years of me running that shop, also kind of wanted to follow me to wherever I went. And I went to Old Bridge, New Jersey, which is where I live today. And so a lot of those customers kind of followed, which was amazing, and I appreciate that. But I also wound up linking up with some guys. Now they're Legacy Customs. Back then they were Galaxy Vinyl. And we started sharing space in the back of a car dealership. And it was just like, okay, you guys are starting out, I'm starting out. Let's start out together. And exactly. And we both grew very quickly, which is incredible. Those guys are awesome too. And then from there, they went and got their established shop. I went and got my established shop, and same thing. We're still good friends. I need anything, they need anything. We call each other, but now we all have room to grow.
There you go. Hell yeah. And now look at you. Look at you, dude.
I know.
Over 10K followers on Instagram, and for a window tinter, that's pretty damn fucking good. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, let's face it. You're not putting, risque photos of yourself on, you know what I mean? Like, you're not.
I thought about it, but no, my wife begged me not to, and I was like, all right, fine.
I mean, whatever pays the bills, right? No,
exactly.
But I mean, that's a great following for our, considering our industry, it really is. Your all's content is just top notch. Matter of fact, one of your installers was on a show. I think it was last year. Was it last year or this year? Dude, I'm, know me.
Like a year ago now, yeah.
Probably a year. She's absolutely a rock star, and a rock star for you and your shop. And your content is just, man, you be tagging me in some stuff, and I'm just like, God damn, man, where's he come up with this shit? Because you guys put out really cool stuff, and I think it's awesome. Speaking of the content, is it you, or is it's Cheyenne, right? It's Cheyenne.
Yeah, so Cheyenne is funny enough is my cousin, basically my little sister, and at this point I think we'd both be kind of lost without each other in this whole venture. Yeah, the content, I mean, in the beginning it was just like, all right, I just gotta post. I just gotta show people that I'm working. I gotta show people that I'm here. And I was posting photos, yada yada yada. And then before I knew it, I started to realize, oh, if I do a video, that gets a lot more traction than just a picture of the finished product.
Right.
So then I started doing videos, and I'm like, I don't know. At first I was trying to be funny, then I was trying to be serious. I was trying to be, so like I was just trying to kind of find my way. And then I guess the little niche that I found was just showing the process. You know, everyone does these, you know, the fancy, they swing by the car when it's done or right before it gets done. And those are great. They're awesome. I
Yes.
like to throw those up too. But what I tried to focus on was just, hey, here's me doing the work, you know, and people have responded to it greatly, I guess you could say, because you know, like you said, it shot up real quick. It went from, you know, again, the company's only 3.5 years old now, and you know, just shot right up once I started doing the reels.
And here's the thing. When I talk to guys all the time, I'm like, you know, posting a picture, you know, back, like, I mean, if we really go back a while back, like especially like 2014, like when I kind of started doing the whole Instagram, it was like just post a picture, and you're like, "Ooh, I got 10 likes for the picture and a brief description." And then, you know, people started kind of progressing and started doing like what you're saying, like the videos, taking the camera and doing all this and blah blah blah, and adding all these transitions, and it was like, oh wow, that's really cool. Started getting that attention, but guess what? There's always a plateau somewhere, right? It always just goes and then just starts doing this. You got to think of that next, you know,
adaptive
grab,
as they say.
Yes. Oh, and that's what I keep telling guys. I'm like, I know sometimes it's hard to be on camera. It is. A lot of people just can't do it. A lot of people can't be on camera and speak on camera. Also, it's very hard. I mean, it took me forever just to get, you know, comfortable doing this show, you know, after, you know, how many years. And I still, you know, whenever I started, I'm just like, oh God, I'm checking all my shit. And I'm like, I'm going to fuck it up. And everybody's going to go, ooh, you know, but here's the thing though, is, if you don't open yourself up a little bit and be a little vulnerable and get out there, you can literally miss out on a lot. You really can. And trust me, I've seen your progress on going from the whole, oh, look at my car that I did, right? Right. And then moving into that next level of you actually doing the install and being on camera. And I'm like, outstanding. People out there, especially the customer base, like, I mean, all of us window tinters, you know, we all give each other shit, you know, like, oh, I could have done it better, I could have done it faster, you know, there's always something, right? But it's all in fun. But the thing is that customers out there, customers base, they want to see the people behind the work and how they interact. That's what gets that attention. So what you're doing and providing that content is just making you go like this, and it shows, dude. I've been watching you, man. Come on. Come on. I watch everybody out there. I'm like, oh, this guy's going places. I see the switch up in his content, and I preach it like crazy, dude. And you know, I use you, and there's a couple of other guys that are with Audubon that I always kind of reference back to, and I'm like, look what these guys are doing. Step it up and take that next level. 100%.
I mean, we're both part of the same group in Instagram, the Tint'er guys. Shout out to Tint'er.
Yes.
I mean, gosh, I've been in there probably like a year and a half now, and just, I mean, I don't think there's anyone in there that isn't just soaring. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a fantastic group. We all bounce questions off each other. You got some OGs that are just literally just passing down, you know, years of experience. We got some new guys that are just like, hey, I have a BMW 3 Series coming in today. What should I do? You know, like, so we have like everybody from just starting out to guys that are like, yeah, I'm ready to retire, and then all of us in between.
Right here. I'm the one that says I'm ready to retire.
You're always in there preaching knowledge, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's
it makes
this whole journey easier for sure.
Absolutely. You know, and I'm not as active as some of those guys, and I'm just busy, you know, and I
try, man. I try to check in, like at least read once a day, but it gets tough. It's summertime.
It's so hard to keep, you know, fully active in that group, but I do love to see the interaction that goes on in that group. Like when I get a chance to kind of like, you know, flip through and catch up, and I mean, I don't think there's one person in there that is not engaging in help wise to anybody that asks a question. Like you don't see anybody going, "Yeah, you fucking suck, get out of the group." No,
Yeah.
no one's doing that, dude. No
There's
one.
like, oh, you don't know how to do that, then you don't belong here. No,
Right.
it's like, well, this
No.
is how I go about it. How do you guys go about it? You know?
Right. Right. No, everybody's definitely showing, telling their tricks and their tips, and I mean, just everything. Like someone, matter of fact, one guy in there just recently just posted something about the windshield.
Oh,
Safety,
yeah,
or the
the wax. He uses
yeah,
wax. Yeah.
yeah, and then someone asked about, or someone said something about champagning. I can't remember who it was. I think it was like tier tint. Oh God, I can't remember. Just yeah, something like that.
So many guys now.
I can't remember everybody. I can't. But they were talking about champagning, and I'm like, well, this is what I do for champagning when it comes to like, and then everybody was like, wait, what? You put that in? And I'm like, yeah, so it's cool. I love seeing everybody's growth in that group. It's really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And everybody that's watching, it's called Tint Horse, like riding a horse. It's like Tint Horse. It's a private group on Instagram. It's just a big chat. If that's something you guys want to join in, I guess, God, I don't who's in charge of that group, because it ain't me.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't even remember who pulled me in. It was just, I didn't even know it existed. And then I just posted a reel one day. And then all of a sudden I was in a group and I was just like, oh, cool.
Yep.
I thought it was like a secret society of window tinters. Like, can I tell my friends and family about this? Do I have to stay
Right. I got brought into it and I was just like, okay, there's a group of like 10 guys in here. And I'm like, what's going on? I didn't know. And then I started seeing, everybody just kind of talking about the industry, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. And now there's like what, 60 something or
so many guys.
Yeah,
there's a few
crazy.
guys that always stand out. Like Tint Labs is always rocking and rolling and active on there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Exclusives always got it. There's so many guys that are just like couple of stars in there for sure.
it's a great group, because like you said, it's
Maker and another one.
It's very diverse, because like you said before, like you've got the guys that have been in here for like 30 plus years, and then people that just started out like 6 months ago, and they're like, hey, what do I do? And it's super cool. So anyways, though, but I did want to kind of go back to your content. Who's doing the content? Like, who's coming up with ideas? Is it you or Shy?
It's pretty much just me. I wear a lot of hats in the company.
Oh yes.
Late at night, I know I have the early bedtime, but that bedtime is typically just more work. I'm either answering leads or I'm editing videos on CapCut, and and it just doesn't end.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's working for you, so I definitely don't stop. You did do a video not that long ago about some products that I think there's Soak Shield or someone sent you, and you're just kind of showing off the products. But have you really done any like videos of you on camera? Because I don't remember, because I can't keep up with everybody. But have you ever done something where it's like more engagement with the consumer side and like educational? Have you done anything like that yet for your shop?
So funny you asked that. I have done one or two here or there, but it's something I really want to break into. And one of the things I'm trying to do now is kind of put a crew together and start building. I feel like I've laid a very strong foundation. I got the shop pretty much rocking and rolling. Cheyenne's got residential and commercial pretty much rocking and rolling. So now it's time to start building a team. And part of that team is I really want a social media person, because I want to not just make these reels, but I want full-on videos as well, that could go on YouTube. And I want to answer every question there is, and not just the ones that we all know of and see like, oh, what's the difference between ceramic and non-ceramic, but also about the process, how I'm going to take care of your vehicle, why I can be better than that guy that's $100 cheaper 5 miles away. You know what I mean? Like things, like you said, product videos, things like using Soak Shield products, which I know they're about to get revamped with a couple new owners. Very excited for that. But those products, I mean, they save cars realistically.
Absolutely.
I see some people post things that like, leather with stitching on the door panels and they're just spraying away. And I'm like, ugh. Or, if they're going in for a windshield without like a soak rope. And I'm like, stop, like.
It makes you cringe. It does.
Like, well, that's somebody who hasn't had an expensive mistake yet.
Yeah. Yeah. When they have to replace that, what is it, the ECM or EC, whatever it is on the Dodge 1500s, that's $1,700. Yeah.
Mopar in general, you gotta be careful with those things, man.
They'll learn real quick.
They're gonna make a giant soak shield order the next day.
Oh yeah, they'll learn super fast. And honestly, like our industry, like every time a new car comes out like that and everything, there's always got to be that one guinea pig who takes it for the whole fucking industry. Like they do. They're just like, hey, trust me, that's the first car I ever done, and I effed up. Like, this is what's wrong. Don't do this. And we're all like, okay, what did he say not to do on that car, right?
So, that was like when the 7 Series first got crazy back when. Oh my goodness, what year could it have been? Like the 2014, 15 maybe? And they came crazy. And I remember tinting one, and the mirrors were going in and out, and the lights were going on and off. And everything you could possibly imagine,
It's I did one of the Jeep Cherokees, like the whatever years ago.
The knob shifter, right?
Yeah. And I tinted the windshield, right?
Yeah.
No big deal. Easy slap in, right? And oh man, dude, the wipers, lights, the horn was honking, the hatch was going
open. Yeah.
I was like,
seen a lot over the years.
I'm like, what happened? Oh, I screwed it up. I soaked the living shit out of that dash, and oh man. Oh.
Back then, we used to just put a little towel over the radio and go for it, man.
the little like 8 what is that, the 12x12 microfiber towels, we just put it over the radio and just knock it out. Oh yeah. And nope, not anymore. You got to have like a 72 by 36 inch dash towel, plastic soap rope,
dash towel, dealer plastic on the towel. Everything.
You got to tape off everything. You got to tape off the mirror, because if you get the mirror wet, it fries that. Oh, dude, it's just a nightmare. It is. Gotta love being a window tinter, man. It's just, it happens. Going back to, like just over the last, let's say 5 years. Let's say 5 years. The last 5 years for you, in your shop and stuff like that. Any challenges that have really been hard that you've had to overcome, or are there any challenges that you're facing now? Anything like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, if I go back 5 years, that was actually pretty much right before I left like my steady job, I guess you could say, at the shop that I was at. So first big challenge when you first leave and you first start is customer acquisition, right? I mean, where are the customers coming from now, especially where you're not in an established shop anymore? How are you gonna go get people to come give them give you their hard-earned money for your services, right? So I guess that's the first challenge right out the door, which, again, I wound up posting up in the back of a car dealership. So obviously that was always steady traffic there, and I could go strike up conversation like, hey, your new car would look excellent, window tint, things like that. Going out to other dealerships, going out to automotive shops, tire shops, handing out cars. Hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. Hey, if you refer people, I never mind, taking care of you, or I could make you look good and give you a discount, whatever, So there's always that. Another hurdle that I've always seemed to experience, even, before it was my shop, then when it was my company, now it is my shop, is maintaining a crew. People don't realize how difficult that is. And there's a lot of guys that don't ever do it. They just they're by themselves and they do their whatever they're gonna do, 2-3 cars a day, whatever they can handle without burning out. And that's more than fine if that's what you want to do. But that's just not where my goals line up. My goals is something big. I see how big it could get with guys like Mike Norn in the industry. He's got, 6 shops that are all 30,000 square feet.
Yep.
So it's like, clearly you could just keep going if you keep going. But the toughest part is building the crew. And I lucked out big time when Cheyenne decided to go for it and come along with me, because she was able to be the person I could lean on in the shop at the time. And then eventually, now she's running flat glass, which thank goodness, because trying to run the shop now that it's so busy and trying to run flat glass, I would have never. So I don't even look at it now. I'm like, she bounces questions off of me and that's about it. I'm that she's just rocking and rolling, doing it.
That's good though. That's
Thank
good.
God I have her for that. But now I'm in the stage, because I've always, I've had helpers here and there. I have a couple helpers right now, but now it's like, okay, how do I now learn how to trust an installer, right? Because no one's ever going to do it the way you do it. No one's ever going to care as much as you care. But how do you instill in them exactly what you want and take care of them and make them feel appreciated so that they want to keep doing it.
Right.
Which is more than just money, right? Yes. Like you got, everybody wants to make money, but also people don't want to feel disrespected, and people, so you got to learn how to balance all that too. And that's kind of where I'm at now, is like trying to build the crew. So my thing is now is, I guess, you want to be as busy as you could possibly be.
Sure.
But at the same time, you got to make sure you have the manpower to handle it all too.
Yep. Yeah. It's a major balancing act. And I'm not going to say no one out there understands, but a lot of people don't understand that in our industry, that it is a huge balancing act. It is, it's not that, we have a store that offers like, a million different products, like, like like Walmart, we just open the doors and you guys come in and do your thing and leave. Like, I mean, we got to keep that thing just pumping and pumping and pumping. So it's hard. It's a balancing act. It's not easy, especially for the owners. And it can take a little bit of toll on the installers as well. So it's not easy to do. And I'll be honest. I give anybody that's a business owner and has employees, I give them a lot of credit, because it's not easy. So hats off to you.
Entrepreneurs in general.
Sure. Yeah.
Entrepreneurs in general, man.
Yes.
We're a lot braver than people realize.
Yeah. I mean, entrepreneurs, we jump in head first. We don't think about it. We're just like, all right, it's going to work. Watch.
Best quote I ever heard, though, and on the toughest days, I just keep it in my head, is like, you either keep going until you succeed, or you give up and then you fail. So if you just don't ever give up, you'll just never fail. You just gotta keep.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be bumps, hiccups, all along the whole travel. You just got to take them one by one and run with the punches, man. That's
keep it going.
That's it.
Just
that's
keep
it.
on chucking.
No, it's awesome. I love watching your guys' stuff, and like you said, you got Cheyenne doing all the flat glass, which is awesome. It kind of keeps you more stationary, where you kind of focus on other things and someone you can trust, and that says a lot for her, and it says a lot for you, because you gave you gave her that basket, just said, here you go, take it and just go. Yep. just don't screw me on the back end. That's it. Just go do your thing and leave me alone. And it's awesome. It's pretty cool. And I love watching your guys' stuff. I follow her page, and I follow you guys, yours as well. And seeing how you guys, bounce off each other and work. It's, dude, you guys are fucking awesome, dude.
It's a beautiful thing. And if we could just both clone ourselves just 1 or 2 times, it'd be phenomenal.
And I said that when I had to shop in Oklahoma, I was like, God, man, if I could just clone myself twice, you know how much money I can make?
Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
I can go take a vacation and let the other two, oh yeah, trust me. if there was a way we could do it, I guarantee you a lot of business owners would have done it many, many times over again. Like they would have been like, how many of me do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I officially have 2 little ones now, so I'm just waiting for them to get a little older.
There you go.
You gotta start installing here. What do we do?
Hey, you're almost there for free labor. You're almost there. Sweep the floors. Come on, man. Pick up the trash. No, that's awesome.
It's a fun game, I promise. Keep going.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. So business is good. Family life is good. You got 2 kids. Outside of work, I know you probably don't have a lot of time, but anything. I'm just asking. I mean, you got any hobbies or anything that you like to do outside of work? I mean, it can involve family or whatever, but anything about you that you want to kind of share, like how you are?
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, the biggest thing, especially with having the 2 little ones, is just like at work, there's a lot of balance. You also got to really try to balance that home life, So I make sure at least 1 day a month, I take my little guy out of daycare. I take the day off, and we just go have a day. We'll go get haircuts. We'll go get breakfast. We'll go to the playground, whatever. And I always at least try to be there all day on a Sunday too. But even Sundays sometimes, who we visiting, where are we going, what's going on. So I like to try to do that 1 day a month. Once my daughter, she turns 2 in October, so when she's a little older, same thing. I want to make sure that I always do that. As far as hobbies, I used to love fishing back when I had the spare time. I'll get back into that, eventually once my little guy's old enough to enjoy it, probably. But other than that, the time I grew up, I was just, I was a gamer for sure. And that's tough now because I just, don't have much time. But when I do have some time, maybe at the end of the night, I'll try to sneak onto the PlayStation for
there
a few.
You go. Yep. Hey, I was the same way back in the day. I was a one-man show for the longest time, and doing all the BMW at the BMW dealership down literally right down the street from the shop, and that alone was a nightmare, and then we had 2 other guys that came on that didn't know anything, and so after trying to get them on. And same thing, dude. I'd get home and I'd just be like, "Oh my gosh, dude!" So I had to sneak in a PlayStation night at least once or twice. I need some me time too. Damn it!
Hit up the old gamer chat. Hey, do any of you guys still play video
games?
Yes,
yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, I get it, man. It's a balancing act, not only at the shop, but it just in straight regular home life, dude. It's not easy. It is not easy, and that's.
Man, it's all about balance.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Fishing. I'm not a big fisher. I'll tell you that much. No. Back when I was a kid, I used to just throw the line out, but I would let go of the pole just so I wouldn't have to fish anymore and just be like, "Are we going home yet?"
Well, as a kid especially, I mean, my goodness, to have the patience as a kid to sit there and actually want to wait for a fish, Now I'm like, oh my God, this is peace.
Right, yeah. You can sit still and not move for once, yeah?
Yeah.
No?
I'm like, I don't even really know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to keep doing it and hopefully I get a fish.
Besides, growing the employee side of the shop and growing that way, any other plans for the Window Tinters? Anything coming in the future? Anything you want to maybe kind of give us a little sneak peek of what Lewis is about to do? Like, is there anything there? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, actually, yes.
So, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Nothing super set in stone yet. I like to keep taking my one step at a time.
That's all right.
Bite off too much that I can chew, but now the Tint is rocking and rolling, and PPF is officially off the ground, and we're going to get that rocking and rolling. Next step is I'd really like to break into commercial vinyl. I want to buy a printer, I want to buy a laminator, and I'm going to break into that next for sure.
Okay. So you're trying to become that one-stop shop. Like, you get your windows tinted, you get some vinyl wrap, get the PPF over the vinyl wrap to protect the vinyl wrap. Like, I mean, you're starting to go, dude, that's awesome. Now, do you know how to vinyl wrap at all?
Yes, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I feel like the one of the main benefits of learning to tint first is you can pretty much do them all once you really learn how to tint. You know, if you'll have the basics at least, and then you
Yes.
got to learn it from there. But I feel like if you start with one of the other ones and then try to go to tint, you're gonna have a bad day.
I kind of agree with that. I do. If you start out with one and try to go to the other, it's not that fun. But if you have the basics down of one, kind of going either way, you kind of have that.
Yeah, you'll be.
You already have it in. You already have the muscle memory of how to do things, so it's already kind of there. So, dude, that's awesome. Do you know like how soon? Do you have like an ETA? Like what's your game plan here?
So,
And if you don't want to
honestly,
tell us, you don't have to. I'm just asking.
no, yeah, no. Honestly, you're making me think about it a bit more because, like, I get the ideas and I'll write them down, and then I just slowly but surely work my way over to them. But honestly, like I said, the PPF has to get rocking and rolling first things first because I like to take things one step at a time. And then another thing too is I'm renting my space right now. And one of my goals is to own the space that I rent from. So, as much as, as important as it is running your business, there's also, a lot of bigger picture things too that I want to look at. And, the biggest thing is growth in general. And if you're paying rent at the end of the day, you're still paying somebody else just for you to exist there, I'd rather pay myself to exist there.
Dude, that is awesome. I mean, I asked that question because I generally did not know. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, dude.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. I know you. I know
Yeah,
you.
I'll get there.
You'll get there. No, you will. Absolutely, dude. I mean, I could sit here and talk to you all night, but I know it's I know it's not your time to be up right now. But anyways, so see, I told you, dude, it'll go by super fast. Like, I mean, we're already at the 50-minute mark. I told you, dude. It
Wow.
goes like, yeah.
Yeah, they go fast.
See, it goes fast. There's a couple of guys on Instagram. They're like, hey, can we ask some damn questions, Jason? And I'm like, okay, calm down. I'm getting there. Give me a minute. But I definitely want to bring the chatters in and also people that are on Instagram if they have any questions for you. So we're going to switch this up, and if I can bring this in right here and let that refresh, there it goes. Actually, Instagram will stay up for quite a bit because I didn't actually start it at the beginning of the show, so they're going to get an extra probably 10-15 minutes. So we're good on Instagram. So if you guys are there, we're going to do a Q&A with Lewis and the Window Tinters. So
The Tint Illuminati.
the Tint Illuminati. So if anybody's got any questions, comments, anybody wants to say hi to Lewis, now, I mean, now's your chance. And I'll start bringing stuff up on the screen once I see things. But again, Lewis, dude, I am super proud of you, dude. And like I said at the beginning, I've been following you for quite a while. I've seen your growth. I've seen your consistency of, the content and, the stuff that you're doing, and I'm super proud of you, and I sincerely mean that. So
Thank you, brother. Honestly, the words, especially from a guy like yourself who's been killing it in the industry for so long, is absolutely awesome.
hey man, I'm just a normal person out there, man. I am nothing. I have a weekly
Not
show.
amongst the Window Tinters. You're elevated in status.
I'm just like everybody else, just waiting on retirement. just waiting on retirement.
Fixed up the other stuff for a living.
Yeah, that whole text message before the show, that shit was fucking hilarious, dude. I was dying. And if anybody wants to know, it was super funny because like, do we do this through FaceTime? And I'm like, dude, that was so 10 years ago. And he's like, oh, okay. And I said, well, I'm gonna send you a link through Restream, and you're gonna come in. And he's like, oh, fancy. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of bougie on this side of that, it was just hilarious. All right, look at this. I was waiting. I really thought she was going to come up with something to just. Here you go, Lewis. So Cheyenne, how does it feel to have the best cousin in the world? So go ahead.
Oh man, some days it feels good, but other days it's quite debatable. So we'll leave it at that. It's right in the middle.
Damn, Cheyenne. Maybe you shouldn't have asked that question. I mean, I'm just saying. I am just saying. Oh damn! Oh, she's gonna come back. She'll come back with something. Did Lewis work with any celebrities?
Actually, back in New York, we used to do quite a lot of athletes' vehicles and a few actors here and there. So, yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to now they are NRS, Never Ride Stock, but we, they're still rocking and rolling over there. But yeah, we've done quite a few cool guys here and there, but some of which we even had to sign like an NDA for when we did their house. So.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I've done a couple of famous people's rides. It's kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, sometimes it's cool, and sometimes it's like, oh man, he was way cooler before you.
Yeah. I'm not. Let's not get into that. No, I'm not gonna do it because I feel I feel the same thing that you just said because I'm like, he was kind of an ass in person, but.
Some are super cool. Some are super cool.
Yeah. The coolest one I did was Nahara. You know who that is, right?
No, who is that?
Nahara. He played for the. I don't know if he still does, but he played for the New Jersey Nets.
Oh, okay, yeah. I really only follow hockey. I'll be honest.
Oh well, I didn't even know who the dude was. I seriously did. He just came in the shop and I mean like the probably most expensive suit I've ever seen in my life, and he's like 8 foot tall or whatever, and he's like, "Are you Jason?" And I'm like, "That depends, man. Who the fuck are you?" And he's
I don't know, Jason.
Yeah, no, I don't know. And what was funny is he's like, "Well, the Mercedes dealership said that you're the one to come to for Window Tint." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I didn't know him, right? And I was like, "If you don't mind me asking," I'm like, "What do you do for a living?" And he goes, "You really don't know who I am?" And I'm like, "No," and then he told me and I'm like, "I still don't know who you are." He's like, "I graduated from the University of Oklahoma and I live here and New Jersey." And I'm like, "And?" Right? And I was like, "You're full of shit." Looked him up on my phone and I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's for real." That's super awesome. Nice guy. Anyways. Let's get back to this. Let's see here. Is he going to the tent competition this year?
So I'm not this year. And I'm a little upset at myself because every year I say, by next year, I'm going to have things up and running and I'll be able to step away. And I was really hoping for this year, but with opening the new location in the beginning of the year, I'm still just not quite to where I want to be comfortable wise where I can just in fact leave for a bit. But next year my fingers are crossed.
There's always next year.
Yeah.
There's always next year. That's what we always tell ourselves. Always next year. Let's see here. What is your favorite car to tint?
My favorite car to tint. That's a tough one, honestly, because when it comes to just like ease of install, I mean, give me a good like F-150 any day, like nice, big, easy, clean
all
windows. Day. But if it's a car that I'm just like, not so much focused on the work, but focused on the car, it's like, give me a Porsche GT3 RS and I'll be, drilling for a little bit,
Yeah. This one's going to be off of, let's see if I can remove that. There it goes. This question is from Tintman Luxury on Instagram. What is the hardest car you tinted?
The hardest car I've tinted, actually, pretty recently, probably a few months ago, was the new Fisker Ocean, I believe it was. And this vehicle, every window rolled down, including the rear quarters, and have felt all around them.
Ooh.
So the rear windshield rolls down, the rear quarters roll down. Obviously, the roll downs roll down, which the roll downs are just another windows, but the rear quarters, they would not only just go down, but they kind of go down sideways. So to try to get those in without getting felt in them was quite extravagant. That car took me like 4 hours to tint.
I've heard people say those cars are not fun. I have not personally seen one in person up close, but I've heard they're not the funnest to do. So
yeah, it's pretty gnarly. And before that, I probably would have been like, Model X windshield is always not that fun. The Cybertruck wasn't that bad. That windshield, it's getting it placed sucks, and I suggest having some help. Like get in there with a couple people. But it molds easy and stuff. It's nice and flat at least.
Let's see here. Sasha, what strategies have you found to be the most effective in attracting and retaining customers? Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Google all the way. I mean, I can't stress enough how great Google is when it comes to throwing some money into ads and getting that money right back. Especially guys that are just starting out. I know it's scary, right? Like, I don't want to spend more money. But you got to look at advertising as free, because no matter what you put into it, as long as it's coming back and then some, it didn't cost you anything. And that's the best way to get discovered. And when it comes to retaining customers, I always offer return customer discount, and it doesn't just have to be on window tint. So if you come and you get your windows tinted, we happen to start talking about vinyl wrapping your roof or doing paint protection film on your nose. Well, now you're part of the Window Tinters family. So when you do come back, you're going to get 5% off of this service or 10% off of that service. So they always like, oh, nice. So now I'm in. The more I do, the more I save. And, it works out for them. And obviously it works out for us.
Bam. Just like that. Lewis, do you do work for dealerships?
Not very often, no. I'm not opposed to it. But being at my own established shop, it can kind of complicate things sometimes. One thing I've noticed with dealerships in general is like, they'll call you and be like, hey, I need this done yesterday. And it's just like, when you have, your schedule packed out at the shop already, it's like, well, I can't just run over there or just send somebody over there. And then, so how's tomorrow or Friday? And they're like, no, the car's getting picked up tonight. And I'm like,
yeah.
I wish I could be at, 2 places at once, but
yeah, it's a dealership is it's not easy, especially if you're a one-man show. It's not easy.
If you got a crew for it, you got a couple guys to spare, then by all means, get it, go eat it up, because it's great, great constant flow of money. You'll wait 60 days to get paid more than likely, but that's okay. It's always good to be owed money.
Yep.
Not owed money.
Another question on Instagram. What advice can you give new owners or installer in general on making that big jump?
Honestly, when it comes to making the big jump, is just do it. Just go for it. I mean, we all sit there and we think about it and we talk about it and we plan it and we tell people about it, and all that time you're doing that, you could have just put towards actually doing it. Especially if you are confident and you believe in yourself and you know what you're doing, you have some experience, you just got to go for it. Just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? At least you could say you tried, even if it doesn't work out,
Yeah. Rip off the Band-Aid and just freaking go.
Jump on it. Get out there.
Absolutely. I think Instagram stopped, just so everybody knows, maybe. Oh, nope, it's still going. Never mind. Psych. I'm joking. Oh, good. Okay. Anyways, and then I knew she was going to be asking a bunch of questions. Would you ever consider a shop pet?
A shop pet? What was that, Cheyenne?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I would do like a shop dog eventually. Maybe that'd be cool.
And what kind of dog would that be?
Not her dog, because her dog is crazy.
She's trying to bring the dog up. That's what she's trying to do.
So, yeah. She's like, hey, by the way, my dog would look great in the shop.
Right? Yeah.
Not that dog.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like a German Shepherd, or maybe like a Rottweiler, something that'll scare away any troublemakers, I guess you could say.
There you go. There you go. Ah, all right. I think I caught all the ones I needed to. Oh, I will ask this one. Two-stage or bottom load?
Ooh, so two-stage, but it also depends on the vehicle, is the way I will phrase that. I'm a two-stager, just my whole career. But that being said, if it is one as simple as you just got to pull back and pop it out, I'll do it in bottom load just to save time. But I avoid taking vehicles apart whenever possible. There's certain vehicles like the Lexus ES or IS where like you have to bottom load the front doors. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. But yeah, other than that, for the most part, I'm two-staging all day. And I know some people would be like, you can't get a perfect window if you two-stage. Well, first of all, there's no such thing as perfect in this industry, but we strive to get as close to it as possible. And secondly, if you put in the time, you could get just as good windows two-staging as bottom.
100%. See, I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you because I'm the same way. I'm like,
weren't sure before the banana.
Now I know. Yes, two-stage. I'm not taking shit apart, man. I'm just gonna do it like I've been doing it from day one.
Window tinters, we're not body shop guys. We should not be taking things apart if we don't have to.
No, and I'm not eBay where I break apart and I have to buy new parts. I'm not eBay. I'm not. No.
That's the honest truth. Is when you take something apart, it typically does not go back together perfect. Especially nowadays, everything's plastic. Everything,
No.
What was that loud pop?
Yes. If it's not tight in the sides, two-staging just right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll two-stage all day long. Oh, yes, my gosh. Nope. I'm not breaking shit.
Exactly.
Nope. Not
we got
doing
enough expenses as business owners.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you want to do is have to pay for something and it costs the whole ticket for the tint job for the customer, and you're like, so I did all this for nothing?
Yep.
Like, what?
This job cost me money.
Yeah. I didn't make shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Oh my goodness. See, look, dude, hour and 4 minutes, hour and 5 minutes. Look at that.
Let's go. We're now.
Bam. See? Told you, man. I told you. All right. That's it on Q&A. So if you guys got questions, message him tomorrow morning. Just don't message him after this. Don't message him after this because he's going straight to bed.
That's right.
I'm sure your wife is like, "Are you done yet? Like, hurry up! It's bedtime." No. All right. So let's do. If I can get a new page here. Oh no, this one will work. Da da da. Da, da, da. All right, so let's do some giveaways. Sorry, I just got to make notes. I forgot to write it down in my book. And all right, so giveaways again, guys. These are giveaways. These are the air fresheners for the show. So here it is, and I think there's 6 different scents. I don't know. Dude, it's this whole box. Just filled with them. So that's the giveaways tonight. That's going to be the giveaways. Okay. Again, guys, here are the rules with the giveaways. If your last name ends or starts with the B, you cannot play. No, I'm just joking. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for these two to start yelling at me. No, it's a total joke. No. Anyways. All right. So this seems to be like the easiest way with the giveaways is just doing numbers. I know it's sad, but it's faster and it's just easier. So we're just gonna do that. So I'm hoping this works because I know you got your phone flipped, but did you see a private message jump up?
Negative.
Okay. All right. Trying to think of how to do this because I know you're on your phone.
Oh, I can see the top of the chat now. see numbers pop up.
but you can't. But you can't see. Okay. Do you have another device with you?
I have my watch on.
Oh, you have your watch? Do you get messages on your watch?
Yeah. I guess yeah. Take it off.
Is it easy for you to text back? If we do numbers?
I think so. Let me see here.
All right, so let's do. Hold on.
You texted me?
I am. Bear with me here.
Copy that.
Oh shit! Not that one. This one. And see if you can text me back.
Yes, sir.
Something between those numbers.
You got it.
Would you guys stop guessing numbers? I haven't even said anything yet. Oh my goodness. There you go. All right, we got this then. We got this. Look at all these Sooners here. Let's start calling them Sooners. Boomer Sooners.
Shout out to Tim Pro real quick. Sains. He's a Staten Island guy, actually.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so the first one, guys, pick a number, and you got to watch the comments too, because if you see it, call it out. If I see it, I'll call it out. But it starts. So anybody that's guessed a number already, it does not count. So pick a number between 0 and 15, and that starts right now. 0 and 15. And if Lewis sees it, or if I see it, we'll call it out as fast as possible. 0 and 15. This is for one of the air fresheners for the show, which are pretty freaking cool. Okay, you get to hang this up or throw it away. I don't care. 0 and 15, guys. And I'm looking. I haven't seen it. Nope. Nope. 0 and 15, guys. Do. No.
Wow, everything
but. Dude. Everything but, for real. Come on.
Picked a good one.
You did, actually.
Wait, there it is.
Trip Turner got it. Oh my God. Trip, I know it's been a couple weeks since you've won on the show, but do not engage in the next one, okay? I'm just saying. Trip Turner gets it. It was 14.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tim Pro, you're in Jersey, yes, and then Sains is on Staten Island. But Tim Pro, you're also awesome. We talk on Instagram.
All right, Trip Turner gets it. Trip, you cannot play on the next two. Don't do it. If I see your name pop up, guessing numbers.
I got 10% battery left on the phone.
No, we're good. You're good. I promise. Let's do. Actually, hey, just send me another one. Same numbers. We'll try to do this as easy as possible. What's your 10%? We got to do it fast.
Go.
Okay, guys, we got to do this fast. His battery's dying. Pick a number between 0 and 15. It starts right now. Go. Let's go. Hurry up. He's got 10%.
10%.
0 and 15 again.
Yep, there it is.
Curtis gets it. Oh, what's in one of them B's, man? That guy. One? What's that?
You need another one?
Yep. Do me one more, because we're gonna do 3. All right, guys. Starting all over again. Start all over. Pick a number between 0 and 15. Starts right now. Go. Hurry. His battery is dying as we speak. Let's go. Who's gonna get it?
Barry Johnson with 87.
That's not even close. 0 and 15, guys. 0 and 15. Who's gonna get it?
Ooh, close.
Barry Johnson got it.
Trickster Tools.
Yes. Barry gets it. It was number 3. Aha. Okay. Done. Okay, cool. Giveaway's done. Done. All right, Lewis, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to turn off the chats real quick because they're just going to keep doing this, dude. It's just like nonstop. Nonstop. Okay, so just like I do with everybody on the show, this is a chance for you to leave a legacy of you being on Tint'er Tuesday Live. So advice, tricks, tips, any words of wisdom, I want you to leave that for the show right now.
Okay, tips, tricks, words of wisdom.
Anything.
Make sure all your customers leave happy. And there will be one or two along the way that you just can't make happy, and you can't let them live rent-free in your head. You got to forget about them, let them go. But other than that, make sure your customers leave happy, and you're going to be just fine.
100%. Yeah. Customer satisfaction is number one. It is.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Without them at the end of the day.
That's right. That's right. Lewis, dude, I can't thank you enough. I know it's late, and I know you were kind of like, oh, do I really want to be on the show? But I'm glad you did, dude. And again, I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud of your team and the way you guys are going. Just, you guys are killing it, man. Absolutely.
Sure. I really appreciate you having me, man. It was fun.
No, thank you again. Other than that, get the fuck off my show. Bye-bye. Get out of here. He's all, oh, thanks. Oh, shit. I just got kicked off. No. Anyway. He didn't know it was coming, but anyways. Seriously, guys. Lewis, the Window Tinters, and his whole team is absolutely phenomenal. Go follow him on Instagram and just look at what they're doing. And I'm not saying copy what they're doing, but learn from what they're doing. Their content is getting better and better and better. The way they work, the way they communicate, like just go follow them. Go follow him, and I guarantee you, if you guys had questions, I'm pretty sure he would answer just about anything for you guys. So, Lewis, thank you so much for being on the show, and yeah, good to go. Next week, I've actually got a window tinter who's also a podcaster who's going to be on my podcast, and then he invited me onto his podcast. Anyways, so that's next week. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll just go with the flow, right? Go with the flow. Good deal. I think that's it. I think we're good, right? I'm just looking at everything here. It's such a mess doing it this way. I need to get all this fixed and go back the old direction because this new way is not the best, but it is what it is. That's it. Tint'er Tuesday live right here on YouTube, Facebook, and don't forget my personal one, no more. It's going to be on the Tint'er Tuesday Facebook page. So this was the last night. Next week, okay, and then we got Twitch and Instagram. And Instagram's limited because it's only an hour, and then they kick me off. So I try to do my best to time it as good as I can. So if anybody was watching on Instagram, if you don't want to watch it on Instagram and miss the whole show, come on over here. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, or at least follow the Facebook page. It is open. So here you go. On that note, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to call it a night. And if you guys won something, I think I got everybody's addresses. Hold on. Nope, I got everybody's addresses. I'll get those out. Hopefully by the end of this week. If not, beginning of next week, I'll get those out. Other than that, I am out. You guys have a great rest of the week. I'll see you guys live right here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. Something like that. See ya.